Joe, what do you hope people take away from the panel tonight? There's a lot of excitement in this room today.
We're very hopeful. Our speaker helps explain the opportunities in the midstream pipeline business, which he's an expert in. We think that's one of the real bright spots in the industrial space. We all know that oil and gas is challenged right now, but the midstream pipeline business is going to be active for probably the next 10 years. Coal-fired power plants and end users are getting away from coal by EPA mandates, and logical choice going forward is natural gas, which means we've got to hook them up with pipelines, which means there's going to be a lot of pipeline activity around the United States and the world at least the next 10 years. So
Absolutely.
we think that's one of the real bright spots in the economy. So.
Speaking of challenges, what are some strategies that Wolseley is taking on during this slump?
Diversification. We're fortunate that we're in all 50 states and all the provinces in Canada, and we're heavily engaged in power and chemicals and pulp and paper and mining and automotive and food and beverage. So a lot of those industries are still in pretty good shape. Even oil and gas is good in the midstream sector, but so diversification is the way we're riding out the economy.
What is Weldben doing in this economic slump right now?
Well, the commodity products, as you would know, would be a soft demand, but it's been holding up all right. Where we see the diversification in our product line is the high yield business, and that's picked up the slack of the other one. So diversification really helped us.
Steve, what are some hopeful signs for the next few months or year in terms of an economic upturn?
Well, everything is linked to the price of oil right now. The whole economy, because it just cascades through the economy. It hits every facet of it. The low price of oil is a temporary phenomenon, whether it lasts 6 months or a year, or it could stop tomorrow. It depends on political. Right now you saw today that the oil-producing countries have frozen their production.
That's right.
That's step one. If they start reducing their production, that's step two. Oil today finished slightly below $30 a barrel,
wow.
Coming up from 28 and fractions. So we see some positive signs.
Steve, thank you.
My pleasure.
One of the main questions I'm asking tonight is, if you had a crystal ball and you could see into the future, what do you see in terms of a timeline of an uptick or a turnaround in the economy?
Well, I'd have to say if I had that crystal ball, I might not share it. We're a fossil fuel world right now, and I just truly believe in my heart that the continued growth in population and demand will settle this. Ron Lafferty, Sr., the owner of Penn Machine, has one of those old sayings that the cure for low prices is low prices, and that eventually you'll run off enough players that the supply will drop, demand will outpace supply, prices will rise again. As far as a crystal ball, you know, I hope this is a short term. I'd hate to see our industry go through another long downturn. We're in a transition of people. You have a baby boomer generation retiring out. You've got younger people replacing them. And if they don't see our industry as a thriving, ongoing industry,
absolutely,
it's going to be really hard to attract talent into the spots that all of us are going to have opening up. So I hope it's short term.
Joe, thank you.